Hey guys, my name is Malatos and I'm a Pyro main. Today I want to explain to you why the Pyro is one of the weakest class in TF2 in my opinion.
Don't get me wrong. Being weak don't mean this class can't be very powerful in good hands.
So now, let's start our journey to see why the Pyro is weak and how you can improve your way of playing him.
Whatever is the reason of why you pick the Pyro. Being a new player at TF2 or if you're a veteran player who just discovered the Pyro gameplay because you never touched it, you should first understand the class you play on, his weakness and how to counter them.
First, in my opinion, the Pyro is more a defensive class than an offensive class. This class is obviously very versatile and I'll talk about that later in the video.
The Pyro is a class who have to button. The M1 who deal fire damages and ignites the enemies who cause afterburn damages. Then the M2 who can be used to repel things such as arrows, demoman piles, rockets or crossbow arrows. Oh yes, and players of course. But you can also use this M2 to extinguish your teammates. They will thank you for this and you will also gain points and 20 health when you do it. So yeah, use it. Please.
The Pyro got two weaknesses: bullets and being a class who is easy to play but insanely hard to master. The sooner you will start on how it works and the quicker you will become a good Pyro main.
About why the Pyro is a class who is easy to play and hard to master, I will invoke here the so-called and hated strategy of W plus M1. This strategy is bad. Sure, you will get 1 or 2 kills with it, but then you will die and versus good players it will not work. So you need to think of something else.
You will keep dying and start to be annoyed of those as 20 seconds plus respawn times. Keep in mind that dying isn't fun and if you're dead you can't play or improve. That's at that point that you will say, okay, I'm dead but I want to play more. And that's where you start to understand that Pyro, despite being versatile with his toolkit, is a weak class who need to be played smartly.
You are a class who need to pick your fights. You can easily crush demos and soldiers with enough practice, and all of this thanks to one button called M2. You need to understand that the reflex of the enemy player will be to shoot you. So you have to answer in consequence in M2 to reflect this projectile in him. The M2 will eventually become some muscle memory and some reflex.
You need to get some game sense on how to play Pyro. The Pyro is a class who need to pick his fights. You also need to learn which weapon to use versus which team. You want to avoid to run in straight line into a sniper area. Yet you can hide into some corners and jump on those as peoples who are fool enough to come across your path. You need to get some knowledge of the map you play on. Where you can hide, where you can ambush them or how you can flank them. Once you'll have that, you will be this unstoppable Pyro who stomps some casual servers and make people being mad because you read them and their actions. Like and subscribe for more content. We James
and Sunshine.
See you in the next video.